So the move back home to Southern Oregon went well.
It's the climate.
We got the resale office and the inventory all set up and finally got a chance to go out and start our survey of the area. But real quick, here's a few great sales from the past month. So for our thrift survey, we decided to break it down by category, starting with traditional chain stores, and then we decided to explore smaller mom and pop shops and like flea market, antique mall type places, because there's a lot of those here, and finally consignment options. We visited many of these places more than once to get a better feel for them, because sometimes places just have bad thrifting days. So first we had to check out the many Goodwills in the area. Since Goodwill is the biggest chain store, it's useful as a way to gauge everything else, especially since all Goodwill stores price their inventory pretty consistently. As we expected, the price versus quality of clothing items in our closest local Goodwill was pretty bad, as it has been in the past. We've known this. Although we did find one or two other miscellaneous things, like this Treasures of Tutankhamun vintage museum poster from the 70s, which should fetch us around $150. They only wanted $6 for it. We went to a St. Vincent De Paul next, and it was a similar situation. We did come across this Christian Dior Le Connisuer suit, which they were asking $99 for, which is probably fair. This may have been a good flip if it was priced lower, but for $99 it wasn't going to be worth the flip. It was really cool to find Christian Dior though in our town, which is pretty uncommon. The Salvation Army in our hometown also didn't really get us good results as far as clothing goes. Tori found this interesting little desert camel figurine in the knickknack section, and we discovered on the bottom that it was actually made by Cartier. So we weren't sure if this was valuable or not, but it was only a few bucks, so we did take it home for further research. We think it's actually some kind of an art piece that was made from a Cartier perfume bottle, not sure on its value. After not finding much in our hometown, we decided to venture into the neighboring towns hoping to find better stuff. In the Medford area, there are multiple Goodwill stores and also a bins location, so we checked through all of them and we did find better stuff. We did a couple of bins trips and came home with a good 30-pound load of okay stuff that we will probably mostly consign at a local shop similar to Plato's Closet that's in Medford. The best Goodwill ended up being the one in downtown Medford, where we picked up a Patagonia hat and a couple of pairs of Hoka Ona Ones. One already sold. We also visited a Goodwill nearby in White City and actually found Les Agents for the first time, and it was less than $10. The next category was mom and pop shops. There were a couple in Grants Pass that we tried but didn't find much. Grants Pass has many antique malls and flea market type shops, and so we weren't able to explore all of them yet. But the best one we found by far was a place called Picker's Paradise in Medford. This place was awesome and overwhelming at the same time. It was like a pawn shop, antique mall with all these sections laid out for consigners too, so they had a little bit of everything in this place. We narrowed in on a consigner booth that had a bunch of good shoes, all priced really well, and we ended up taking quite a few of them home. The owner of the shop was super friendly too, and he told us that they get new stuff in almost daily, so we will definitely be returning back here soon. The last thing that we looked into was consignment down here. There was only a couple of clothing consignment shops, and we decided to try a place called Runway Exchange, which ended up being pretty good actually. They do buyouts on inventory you bring in, similar to Plato's. However, they seem to take a lot more of the brands and styles that Portland stores wouldn't touch. So that was very good news for us because it's harder to find good designer pieces in Southern Oregon. We ended up walking away with $50 in our pocket, got a delicious lunch at Butter Cloud, and spent the rest of the day at the bins. Overall, we would say that Goodwill, if you include the bins, probably still has the best sourcing opportunities, but we were able to find little treasures everywhere we looked. Some of it was outside of the box, and we expect that kind of thing will have to continue to supplement the lack of good designer clothing. but we do still feel encouraged that we can make reselling work here. It's just not going to look the same as when we were in the Portland area. If you're a reseller trying to make a living in a more rural area, don't be afraid to try some new places and turn over every rock. You might be surprised by what you find. And also, if you want to learn more about popular sourcing methods, places to shop, and a ton more information on how we do this as a decent side hustle, making anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000 extra a month, we will actually be launching a full training course on how to resell on April 21st, 2023 over at niftythriftedu.teachable.com. Go check it out. And we're giving away a free ebook during this initial launch season to anyone who signs up to our Teachable School. Well, that's it for the Nifty Thrifty recap. I know it's been a little bit since we've posted anything, so we appreciate the patience while we get reestablished in our new area. And we thank you again for watching this. How's your month been going? Let us know in the comments if things have been slow for you or if they've been firing on all cylinders. And we'll see you soon.